Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Everyone from around the globe, wherever you are from, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Welcome again to welcome Troy MK. Today, to this section, we will be speaking um, about what is Forex trading. I know you may have heard or seen online Forex, trade Forex, make money on Forex. It may have appeared on your social media page or on YouTube. You may have seen the ad, trade Forex, make money trading Forex or crypto, you know, but you keep wondering, like, what is Forex? Like, you keep thinking, is this a scam? Like, is that it kind of like, okay, you have not heard it before, you know, you don't have much knowledge of it and you just skip it, like you jump over it, you don't pay attention to it, but if I tell you that you have been trading currency Forex, you will be like, what? Where, you know where is he talking about? Like, you'll be like, oh my god, this guy is crazy or something. But yes, that's the truth. You've been trading currency. Like, have you ever sent money abroad before? I'm sure the answer is yes. you know You may have sent money abroad. If you have sent money abroad, that's Forex right there. I'll come down to it and explain to you better. But for now, just the introduction, you have been trading Forex. Every time you send money abroad, you are trading right there. You buy one currency for another currency. You go to another agency, you check the price, you compare the price, the higher price, you always send money through that agent. You got it? Okay, guys, that was the bait. Um, Okay, 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 okay. Down to you guys. There we are, guys. I'll just summarize it a bit for you. And sometimes, doing the PD file and everything I'm saying, writing it down is most better for you. Like, you can pick it up easily because you can come back to the video and you can write the notes and pick up some stuff in there. So, welcome to Chewe MK. Phase one for the beginners like myself plus yourself. you know. So, what is Forex? Like I said, Forex is a foreign exchange, or we call it FX. It's the global decentralized marketplace for buying and selling national currencies with daily volume exceeding US 7.5 trillion. Wow, that's huge amount, right? Yes, it is. It is the world's most liquid financial market, operating 24 hours, 5 days a week. So normally only open during the weekday, working days like Monday to Friday. That's when the forex, like, just like the real trading you do, like the companies, most company only operate Monday to Friday. I'm saying. So operating 24 hours, 5 days a week via electronic network, because we have to trade forex through the electronic network, computer, software, whatever program they have put in place. So where the participants speculate on currency price fluctuation to make a profit. So foreign exchange is the market where currency are bought and sold. So just like I explained earlier on, so yeah, you are exchanging one currency for another. So if you Example, I'm in Australia. If I need to send money abroad to USA, like I have to make sure I am buying. I need to get $1 US. I have to maybe pay about 140. $1.40 Australian dollar to get $1 US. Example, you know what I mean? So that's the forex. The same one, like that's just this forex right there. Okay. Example, Europe, US, you are buying Europe and selling US. No, if the price go up, you make profit, which is equal buy. If the price goes down, you make profit, which equal sell. Simple way to say it, forex is making money from change in currency prices. So the difference between the prices, you buy $1 and it go maybe 110 in your favor, you are making money. In the other way around, you're losing money. Yeah. So and now what is currency? You know. Uh, so the forex currency pairs are foundation of the foreign exchange market, representing the value of one currency against another. Example, Europe slash US, they are traded in pairs consisting of a base currency. First currency equal base, 1 unit, and second currency equal quote, indicating how much of the quote is needed to buy one base unit. Example, if you need to send money to in US, how much Australian dollar you need to able to buy the amount of US you ask you need, you are sending, like, so that's basically um so example, the key aspect of currency pair structure. Example, in Europe, US, Europe is the base, US is the code. If the price is $1.10 US dollar, it costs $1.10 to buy €1 dollar. So if I need a Europe dollar, I'm traveling Europe, as for example, I'm traveling to Europe, and I have dollar in my hand, so and I want to exchange my money. So I need, like example, a dollar of Europe. I need to pay $1.10 US to able to receive $1 Europe. And I'm sure you are familiar with that because most of us always sending money abroad, all right? Or when you're traveling, you go exchange your currency. That's just what it is, you know. So that's the simple way of when it comes to forex, and that's the currency. All right. So we have like the majors, which is the highly liquid pairs, including the US, such as Europe slash US, British pound, US from Japanese yen, and US from Swiss francs. So that's the majors currency mostly. They are the strongest pairs that most people will trade, like especially the beginners like you and I. These are the pair we try to stick with, because they are more stable. You know what I'm saying? So the minus plus crosses pair that do not contain the US, like the minus currencies such as Europe slash British pound or British pound slash Japanese yen. So that's one way, and X stocks uh, is a major currency pair with one from an emerging economy like the US, from the Hong Kong dollars and stuff. Those currencies, but mostly the I would not recommend any beginners to be trading those currency. Myself, I don't trade that. Like I try to stick with the major one mostly, and then some of the minus currency. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah. Um, Trading mechanics. It's like you like, wow. Do we also have mechanics in trading? Yes, we do. Yeah. Trading mechanics. When trading, you are simultaneously buying one currency and selling the other. When you send money abroad, you are trading your currency for that country currency. That's very simple, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, that's just the pair. That's how forex it is. It's very simple. It just like we have lot to cover later on in the next video, but for now, these are the basic, the way you do it, the way you buy, the way you sell, you know. So before that, I will show you those currency pair and on the chart, so you know what I'm saying and know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So you don't. That is the platform right there. So the currency pairs, these are the currency pairs. So I'll go down here. I see you following my more max. Yeah. Down here, market watch. I click on that. As you can see here, these are all the currency pairs, like got USD, Switch, French, pounds, and then you got Great British Pound versus US dollar, Europe US versus US dollar. These are all the currency pairs, and you go all the way down. There's a lot. Um, these are you got stock and stuff, and then or you come here on the top left hand corner. You see, you will come here. You see where you say forex major currency. These are the one, as you can see there, and forex minus the those are the currency here, and then the forex XTs or these are the one here, and then you have the commodities, which are the gold, there, silver, there, and indices are the one here. If you want to trade like those one, and yeah, so it got few there. So that's how it comes. So these are the pair here for currency, and that's the pair right there. So uh, so yeah, that's one there. I'll show you. Go back here. I go back. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Okay. So forex peaks, lot sizes, and spreads are fundamental components of currency trading. Peaks measure the smallest price change. Usually, lots determine the trade volume. Standard is 100,000 units, and spreads are the cost of trading. I'll show you in a minute. Then the difference between the buy and sell price together, they determine the profits, loss, and cost of every trade. So now what is peak? A peak is a percentage in point, is the smallest or standardized unit of price movement for currency pairs, and commonly the fourth decimal place here. That's the number there. So and the standard pairs are one peaks move for Europe US is 0.0001, and the Japanese yen, which is different, and for the pairs involving Japanese yens, a peak is the second decimal place, which is 0.01, and we call that pipette. Small brokers use a fifth decimal place, which is that. All these currency, like they have different things, but I'll show you the example. Um, so this how peak works, all right. And I'll come down here. I'll show you how it work. Mm, uh, so as you can see, we are on a chart right now. The this is Europe USD 1 hour time frame. Um, so if you look at where my drawing the lines here, where I put my red line, the price here at the moment for, let me see if I can, yeah, make it a little bit bigger. Mhm. So the price here at the moment for Europe US is $1.15. That's equal €1 dollar at the moment. That's the now. So if you, let's say I buy here, example, I'm not it's already done to sell. I'm just telling you now because it's a done market at the moment. So if I was to buy here and then the price come up as you see in there, the price come up the to fifth where just right there. That's 505, right? So I'll minus the five off. That would be like 50 peak. You understand? That's the peak. That's 50 peak right there. So from 1.15 to 1.1 double five, that's 50 peak it gave me right there. So that's just how peak work. All right. So you always drop the last number. So if I keep going as it's going up, I reach to 64 or 65, 656. So what I do is to know what is my how many peak is that. I drop the last number, which is six. I drop the six, it becomes 65. So that's me 65 peak. You understand? So that's how peak work. All right. And that peak represent money. Later on, we will cover that. Okay. So that's just how peaks work. So, and now as we done with that, what are the lot sizes? So a lot represent the size or volume of a trade in base currency unit. Like I told you, the base is the first currency. Like you train two currency, you train them in pair. So the first currency, that's the base. We always consider that that is the base. That's just what how it is. The second one is the code. So a lot represent the size or volume of a trade in base currency unit. Standard lot 100 units is one pips equal $10. Like that's if you make one pay, so you're making $10. That's the standard unit. That's like we are trading one of the big account like that. The mini lot, which is 10,000 units, is just one pip, which equal $1. Is every one pick that number change to one. I'll show you the example later on. Every time that number change to one pick, you are making $1. The macro lot is the 1,000 units, and with most of you and I as the beginners we trade. Okay, we trade that. Okay, as the beginner, and because we don't want to blow our account up, first we need to know what we are doing. So most beginners we start with that. So the macro lot is 1,000 units, is one peg equal 10 cents. So every time the price move just one peg, you're making 10 cents. Okay, that's like if you're having your account capital is sitting in 500 or 200, maybe 300, 1,000, whatever. Like it depends, what you want to trade, percentage you want to risk. The nano lot is 100 units. Most people we don't trade that. It's very here, which is one pick equals 0.01. So I'll show you that example right now on the chat. Um, as you will see here. Oh no, no, no. Come on. So let's change this one. The stick. I just like I love my candlestick. It's more bigger and you can see it. So I will take let me look for example here. Yeah, I'll still do it with that. And see if I can draw my trend line from here. See where this price is. If I were to sell, if I were to here when the price was right here, uh price was here at 1.15608. Without when the price was there, so I sell from here, or can say come down to where this trend line follow, to come down to that. Right now at the moment, that's 56 555, right? So I, like I said, I'll drop the last number digit number, which is number 5, the last one, and then become 55. So if that if I would like sell here $1 per pick, like I'm using the my mini lot, so I'm using $1 per pick. So and then here I sold here. If I were to sell here and then sold here, then I would have make like 55 picks. Remember, it was 555, but to know, you see, example 555, and then I would drop the last digital number and it become 55. So I would have made 55 picks. So if I was trading $1 per pick, that would have gave me $55 in my account. In the other way around, that's I would have lose that. Um, that's just how pick work. Okay, so here, as you see, following my to 64, I'll be losing $1 every time it changes to 62. That's one number there. I would have been making that. That's just $1 every time. So if from here it was 63 here, 630, but we dropped the zero. Remember, we dropped the last number and then 11. So 630. So every time I go to 63, every time I go to 62, I make $1 in my favor. It comes 61, I make my $1. If you go up, so that's how pick work, guys. So just so you can do more research about that and know what it is. But what is spread? The spread is the difference between the ask buy, which is ask mean is the buy, is the buy price, and the bid is equal sell price, representing the transaction cost charged by the broker. The broker, they have to make money. That's how they make their money, the spread. Okay, so it's like you deposit money to the bank, or the bank say we are charging you monthly fee, daily fee, whatever it is. That's exactly the same. The brokers are the one that are keeping your money. Example, if Europe US bar price is 1.1051 and the sell price is 1.105, the spread is equal one pick. That one pick is for the broker. So if you are trading, let's say $10 per pick, so broker fee will be $10. If you are trading 10 cents per pick, broker pick fee will be 10 cents, because they were charging. But this can vary, and it's not a fix. So that's I'll show you here. Let me read out to you, then I'll show you the example. So it's fixed versus variable. The spread can be fixed or it can be variable, tightening and widening depending on the market volatility. So mm, so the difference between these two red line here, that would be the spread. So if you draw your here, I draw to there, that would be like 10 pick 107. I drop the 7 or whatever, it become 10. That's 10 pick. So they will be charging me 10 pick. If I sell here, so I have to give them 10 pick. If I'm buying it, the price will be here. And then even right now, as you see, the price here at the moment. But if I just go buy here, this will be my entering price. It won't be here. It will not be here. It will be here. So the difference there, that's where the broker take as that will be their fee. So that only work whenever you place a trade. Some of the pair currency they have very low spread. Some of the like the minus currency they have a wider big spread. Of the opening of market, the spread can be very high. Like later on it start reducing. You know, so that's how spread work, guys. And you can do your own research about it and read more about it and come to understand. So that was the spread and those other things. So that was uh so now so how they work together. If you trade one standard lot, 100 units, the price move 10 pips in your favor, you make 100, like I show you on example on a chart, which is like 10 times $10 because you are trading every move of one pick, you're making $10. So if you get 10 pick and you're trading a standard lot, you're making like a $10. If you go whatever amount of pick you go for, you're making that. But you must first pay the spread. So that spread there, like I said, the first then when you buy it, then they'll charge you immediately. But that's their spread. Even if you close the trade, you will lose that $10. If you buy right now and then close it in the next 2 seconds, you still lose that $10 fee because you already placed the trade live. But um that's not included with the pending trade. If you put the trade like pending, you're waiting for the trade to trigger on certain price, they won't charge you with that. So that's how it work, all right? So guys, um, I know it's thanks for taking your time and watching this, and please, that's all for today. It's not, and that was just little bit to tell you what is forest, but there's more to it than what I just explained to you. That's my little knowledge about it, just to make it simple. But you can do more research and um and so do more research on your own and you will come to learn a lot. And like I said, as you keep following, I was 2 months from now or 1 month, it's not a disclaimer, it's not a financial advice. And so you have to do your own research and do not invest where you cannot afford to lose also. So please seek your own financial advice. This is just educational purpose only. So please, I'm here to share my own little knowledge of experience. I'm not a financial advisor, so do your own research. If you are in Sunday, have a good, wonderful Sunday. If you are in Saturday, have a wonderful Saturday. And you're in a night, have a beautiful night. And if you're in a day, have a great day. Guys, subscribe and like and follow our Facebook page. Our YouTube channel is Treyway MK. So Treyway MK, whatever platform you are, if you're on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, Treyway MK. If you're on Facebook, follow us on YouTube, Treyway MK. So you don't want to miss other contents that come in. There's more to come before we start going live trading. And that's where the beautiful power will come down. That's we have to go step by step and to give you little understanding. But please go and do your own research, start to learn. The more you learn, the better it is. Don't try to make yourself complicated and be patient with it. This is not quick reach overnight. So it takes time to understand anything you are doing. So don't be somebody who rush into thing and just want to jump and take your times. And we all learn in a different pace. So yeah, thanks guys and have a wonderful day.